Roman Reigns chooses CM Punk for WrestleMania 42 Showdown. A decade-long rivalry reignites as Reigns challenges Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship in Las Vegas, with the crowd and history fueling anticipation for their long-awaited singles clash. WrestleMania season is heating up, and this year's main event promises to be one for the ages. On the heels of a thunderous victory at the 2026 Royal Rumble, Roman Reigns has officially set his sights on World Heavyweight Champion CM Punk, igniting a rivalry that's been simmering for over a decade. The announcement, made during an electric episode of Monday Night Raw on February 2nd in Philadelphia, has sent shockwaves through the WWE universe and sparked anticipation for their long-awaited single showdown at WrestleMania 42. Reigns, known to fans as the Tribal Chief and the OTC, clinched his second career Royal Rumble win on January 31st in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, last eliminating Gunther to secure his path to the main event. The significance of this victory wasn't lost on anyone. It's been more than 10 years since Reigns' first Rumble triumph, and the atmosphere couldn't have been more different. Back in 2015, Reigns was met with a chorus of boos, but this time, the cheers were deafening. The crowd was ready for him to reclaim his throne, and Reigns himself acknowledged the moment's gravity upon returning to Philadelphia, a city that holds both fond and complicated memories for the superstar. "I'm picking you because I hate you. I've always hated you." Reigns barked at Punk in front of a raucous Philly crowd, a quote that instantly set social media ablaze. According to Wrestling Observer's Dave Meltzer, the bout is set to be their first singles clash since a 2014 episode of Raw, a match that took place just weeks before Punk's initial WWE departure. Since then, their paths have crossed only in multi-man matches, most notably in a triple threat alongside Seth Rollins at WrestleMania 41 Night 1. But never before have they had a proper, one-on-one premium live event feud. Until now. The Monday Night Raw segment that confirmed the matchup was nothing short of explosive. Reigns entered the ring to a thunderous ovation, teasing the crowd about his potential opponent. When he mentioned Drew McIntyre, the crowd responded with a wave of boos, but when CM Punk's name was dropped, the arena erupted in cheers. Sensing the moment, Punk made his way to the ring, not content to sit backstage while the fans chanted his name. He confronted Reigns, daring him to take the hard road and choose him over McIntyre, whom Punk dismissed as the easy choice. Their verbal sparring quickly escalated into a deeply personal exchange. Punk reminded Reigns and the world that he was instrumental in bringing the Shield into WWE back in 2012, a group that launched Reigns' career. Reigns fired back, claiming that Punk's 2023 return to WWE wouldn't have happened without his blessing. He gave his blessing despite what happened over a decade ago when a disgruntled CM Punk ripped WWE on the Art of Wrestling podcast and subsequently made Reigns' life in the company monumentally more difficult, reported Sports Illustrated. Reigns' decision to challenge Punk wasn't just about the title or the main event spotlight. He could have chosen Punk because he's the biggest star available, or because he headlines the hottest show. But, as Reigns made crystal clear, he's motivated by pure animosity. Roman Reigns chose to face CM Punk in the main event for WrestleMania 42 because he hates Phil Brooks. He's always hated Phil Brooks, and on the grandest stage of them all, he will be forced to acknowledge him, wrote Rick Ucchino of The Takedown. The stakes couldn't be higher. Not only is the World Heavyweight Championship on the line, but there's also a decade's worth of unresolved tension and personal history fueling this rivalry. Their only previous singles match, on Raw in January 2014, ended without the fanfare that a WrestleMania main event promises. Since then, both men have traveled vastly different roads. Reigns has dominated WWE's main event scene, while Punk's return in 2023 after a long absence was one of the most talked about moments in wrestling history. The road to this showdown wasn't always so clear. Initial plans for WrestleMania 42 reportedly included a third consecutive showdown between Reigns and Cody Rhodes, a rivalry that had defined recent years. However, WWE pivoted after Survivor Series, recognizing the storytelling gold in a Reigns versus Punk collision. As Meltzer noted, the current plan is for Reigns to challenge CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania 42. Of course, there's still a bit of uncertainty in the air. For one, CM Punk must remain champion through April the 18th and 19th, when WrestleMania 42 is set to take place at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada. Finn Balor has made it clear he's coming for the title, and Punk has acknowledged he's preparing for that fight as well. But as things stand, the marquee bout is set: Roman Reigns versus CM Punk, a decade in the making. Fans are already buzzing about the possibilities. Will Reigns reclaim the World Heavyweight Championship for the first time in 2 years? Or will Punk cement his legacy by turning back his fiercest rival on WWE's biggest stage? The crowd's reaction in Philadelphia made it clear. This is the match they've been waiting for. The anticipation is palpable, with both men promising to bring out the best, and perhaps the worst, in each other today as the weeks tick down to WrestleMania. Expect the tension to ratchet up even further. Both superstars are known for their ability to blur the line between reality and fiction, and their war of words has already set a blistering pace. With no Seth Rollins interference this time around, it's a straight-up clash between two of the most polarizing figures in modern wrestling. The only certainty is that when the bell rings at Allegiant Stadium, history will be made. For now, all eyes are on Las Vegas as the WWE Universe counts down the days to a main event that promises fireworks, drama, and perhaps a definitive answer to one of wrestling's most bitter rivalries. Whether you're rooting for the tribal chief or the best in the world, WrestleMania 42's main event is shaping up to be a classic that fans will be talking about for years to come.